Hi guys, welcome to a new episode of Everlasting Summer. Last episode was oversized, huh? Now we will have new episode, maybe also oversized, and this is the second episode of Alisa. Give me that. I snatched the flashlight from Alicia's hand and pointed light at the darkness. That way. We were slowly processing forward with Alisa keeping a firm grip on my hand. In other circumstances, I might have been surprised, embarrassed, or even rejoiced. How should I know? But right now, I was just eager to get out of here as soon as possible. My bruises from the fall were itching. The blood was blazing in my head like heavy bindum. Even the flickering spotlight that kept illuminating the same cement wall continuum wasn't exactly raising our mood. Damn, there also Shrek. What? Why did we go into the night forest in the first place to find Shrek? Oh, just forgot him. He might have fallen down here just like us. Of course, Alicia has a point. This wasn't exactly the best time to engage in search mission. If we don't manage to get out, there will be search mission for us instead. Because the camp leader will not send an adult for this mission, and what kind of camp with this many people with only one adult? At least have 10. But I couldn't just take my mind off this though. It was as if Shrek was standing right before my eyes, giving me reproaching look. Look out! Alicia yelled. Almost crashed into a massive metal door. A biohazard sign immediately caught my eyes. This means that we are in bomb shelter. I mumble under my breath. Yeah, I have heard of something like that. You have? Why didn't you mention it before? How would I know it's be important? I guess you're right, fine. I grabs the door wheel and push it too hard as I could, trying to turn it. The rust metal grated but refused to budge. Stop slacking, help me. Alicia hesitated a little, but then grabs the handle and started to pull. Finally, we managed to turn the wheel and the door opened. It was hard to mistake the room we entered for anything else. It was definitely a bomb shelter. Cabins full of gas masks and a dry ration, lots of equipment, bank bed and air requirement system. There was even everything one will need to survive a nuclear war. Well, at last to survive this first blast. As you clinic, my arm even tired. What is it? What? She blubbered under her breath. I'm scared. What are you scared of? Indeed, what's up? We're tumbling down into abandoned bomb shelter. Now we are wandering here in the dark, trying to find an exit. Oh yeah, nothing to be afraid of. Those thoughts made me squirm and instinctively draw nearest to Alicia. She didn't say a thing, just blushed a little and turned her back to me. Well, in any case, what? We have to keep searching for an exit. Well, there's another door. Indeed, there was a door on the wall just like this one we came from. However, no matter how hard I tried to open it, it stuck. Need some help? Nope, it's jammed for good. Ran around the room and find something that would work as a lever and noticed the crowbar in the far corner. Great! Alicia gave me a blank stare. Ooh, watch it. However, I still couldn't move the handle an inch, even use the crowbar. Totally exhausted, I flew up on neatly made a bunk and gave a sigh. We have to walk back, but we just come from here. Alicia seemed to regain a bit of her self-control, as well as his usual rudeness. Well, you can stay here if you want. There's water, Russian cat, probably the radio still working. She looked at me spitefully, but said nothing. Ugh. My whole body itched terribly. It was only now I tried to relax that I began to realize how badly a deep wound on my leg was. Bleeding painfully, my hand was heavily burst, blood was sticking my hair. And you are okay? I asked Alicia, either just out of curiosity or because I was really worried about her. It took her some time to answer. How can we be okay in a situation like this? Well, I made that. I put that wound in my leg. Oh, cried Alicia. We need some synthesis, and it's urgently. No need, I'll survive. Oh, stop, we must do it. Or you'll risk it getting infected and then they have to leg off. My granddad lost his leg this way at the war. Alicia looked truly concerned and I decided not to argue. Okay, but it's kind of a long way to the infirmary. Hang on. She smiled and started ramming through the cabinet. There was a fair chance of finding some kind of medicine in a bomb shelter, and soon enough, Alicia pulled out a first aid kit with a trombone cloak. Okay, hold it. Well, I'll try. Treating the wound with the iodine second cotton swab felt like the touch of a red-hot iron. I clenched my teeth hard and hesitated with pain. Oh, come on, it's not that painful. How did you know? It is. Maybe you should try it for yourself. It was easier with my other one, and soon enough, I looked like a leopard, all covered in brown spots. Thanks. Don't you think that was anything special? We just had a treat you enjoy. Elsie snorted and turned her back on me. Sure, sure. I refrained from arguing and got up with the blank. Even a short rest had definitely been good for me. Well, shall we go? We can continue our journey into the tunnel. Alicia clenched my arm, walking closely in step with me. We headed back slowly, carefully, looking for a hole in the ceiling. The tunnel seemed endless. We couldn't find the place where we fell down, not after 5 nor even 10 minutes. Are we lost? Alicia asked sadly. It might be possible to get lost in the forest. It just came to me that this is exactly what we accomplished half an hour ago. So, to refrain scaring her even further, I continue with confidence. But this is a single string tunnel. You can't get lost here. So, where are we going to end up then? My words didn't seem to calm Alicia down enough. Well, get out of here, there's always an exit. Really? Of course, there is. The workers that built it somehow got back up on the surface, didn't they? Yeah, I guess. Hey, look, skeletons. Okay. It's obvious that she was trying hard to look bold as usual, but it wasn't turning out well. In the dim light, it was evidence that Alicia was shivering. A look of extreme exhilaration was blasted on her face. Fine, let's move forward. In a few minutes, I noticed a hole in the floor. It looked like a shell carter, large enough to get ourselves through. What down there? Hell if I know. I sneezed and pointed the light downward, dumping down some kind of a rail track. Must be mine. Alicia looked at me questioningly. Oh, you're the man going. Of course, we could easily sidestep the hole, but my instinct that we wouldn't encounter anything good proceeding down the tunnel either. There will be either a dead end or another jam door. On the other hand, it was naive to believe that we would find an exit in the mines. We could give it a try. In the worst case, we'll just come back. It's low enough to let us climb back up either. Her face took on a suffering expression. Then Alicia turned away from the light and quickly said, "If you say so." As I thought we were in the mine, miles of rust-eating track scratching far away down the corridor. I could virtually see the overloaded minecraft carts creating along this track ages ago. The walls were propped up by rotten beam and water occasionally dripping from the ceiling. I wasn't sure whether it was scarier here or in the catacomb of the bomb shelter above. I'd say that up there it was like a post-apocalyptic setting, and down here a cold medievalish regime. In any case, I was even more eager to get out of here and do so as soon as possible. Alicia didn't utter a word after we descended into the mine. She just walked next to me, clenching my hand so hard I started to worry. "Are you right?" "No," she said quietly. "I understand that it can't be okay, but now are you holding up?" "Fine," she replied with that indifferent voice. "That's good, because I realize I want to say it, because if you get to go not to, it's gonna be massacre. Because we will find the exit. We definitely find one." "Yeah." It seemed she wouldn't last much longer. "We should go faster." I quickly misstepped and we reached a fork after a couple of dozen meters. "Well, so which way?" Alicia seemed to have completely disconnected from outer world and didn't worry about what would happen to us or how we could leave this place. She was scared. "Well, let's think. Do we left or right? And what if we lost?" I decided to get a mark at the wall, because soon a large cross stone beam. So now we are ready to go. "You think so?" Alisa looked a little refreshed. "Sure. Frankly speaking, I really wasn't sure that there will be an exit behind this door. But it wasn't like we had any choice anyway." I pulled the handle. We found ourselves in some kind of room that resembled either a boiler room or Italy room under the bomb shelter. Empty bottle, cigarette butt, and other bits of debris littered the floor. That proved that there is an exit from their caves. I scanned the room with the flashlight, and in the furthest corner I saw Shrek, doubling up the timbering all over. "Shrek? Who's that?" He stumbled. "Shrek, we have been looking for you for all night, and you just sitting here. Get up!" "I'm not going anywhere." And they started quietly, but the every word in his voice getting strength under he was shouting at the top of lungs. No, I won't go with you. Anyway, you don't exist. You aren't here anyway. It's a hallucination. It's unscientific. Yeah, unscientific. What do you mean by you aren't here? Here we are. You come searching. We come searching for you. Alicia had remained silent under now, but then she let go of my hand and took a few steps toward Shrek. What are you doing? I asked quietly. She hesitated a moment, but proceeded as if nothing heard me. Oof! Oh, I expected. Finally, having come close to the lost pioneer, Alicia fetched him a slap across the face. Alicia, you were near dead while searching for you. This damn wood at night, that bomb shelter, this freaking mine. I am one mess of blows thanks to you. And you what? You just hanging out, drinking booze and seeking pink spider? You bastard! Pink spiders? Shrek started to her with a beamish look. No? Then, get your ass up and move. No! He began to whisper quickly. No? Yeah. Somewhere deep inside me, on the very edge of my awareness, I get feeling that something really bad was going to happen now. It happened. Permission from just to analyze that situation. From the way Shrek was sitting or his face hinting that his follow action. Oh shit, he asked. And probably all of that together, I rushed to Alicia, the light frenzy jumped all over the room and highlighting Shrek's face for a second, twisted with madness. He was wearing a metal rod, and if I had been a moment too late, he would definitely have smashed into Alisa with it. But I made it. Everything was like a dream. The distant shot of gear, hollow thud and flashlight going out in eerie silence except for the heavy breathing of Shrek. It took me a while to come to my sense. What are you doing, you jerk? I checked my arm and it felt okay. The blow landed in the flashlight. So now we were in complete darkness. You won't get it! You won't get me! Shrek hesitated. Laughter was quickly fading away and distant. Hey, where are you going? Get back here now! What to get? That yellow vanished into distance. What a freak. I tried to fix the flashlight in the darkness. No way Shrek was smashed it into pieces with his rod. Then I suddenly thought of Alicia. Are you okay? I have caught Snob in the same instant. I felt her embrace hanging me slightly. Okay, it's all over now. Everything fine. Well, in fact, nothing was fine, but I needed her to get a grip of herself. Otherwise, we stood no chance of getting out of here alive. I tenderly caressed her head. I wonder, Alicia cried, is this funny thing? Maybe in different circumstances? I'm scared. That's okay. I'm scared too. I noticed that strong and sudden transformation in Alicia. But what the heck? Anyone will be scared of this circumstance. Moreover, she's a girl. But why aren't I scared? No, I'm not scared. Why I'm still able to keep my mind clear and speak sense? Might it because I have to worry about more than just myself? Okay, come on. We have to get out of here anyway. Hold on. Just a second. Said Alicia quickly, and the room became immediately a dim flick of light flame. Where did this come from? That's a statue. She forced a gentle smile and handed me the lighter. Alright. I quickly swept my eyes over the room, searching for something that could be used as a torch. There were some tattered rage and rolled among the debris of the floor. One of the bottles contained some liquid that smelled like industrial alcohol. For better or for the worse, in a minute, I was holding something that resembled a flaming torch in my hand. I don't know how long it will last, so we got to move quickly. Where to? Alicia seemed to be returned to her senses. Let's go back. At last we reached the bomb shelter for one thing. Their life there. She gave me a quiet nod and took my hand. Their torch was burning poorly. We had to reignite the every other minute. One didn't have been oracle to predict an extremely short lifespan of the rank we were using. I become more and more afraid that we wouldn't leave the darkness in the mine. You couldn't rely too much on just a lighter. However, we reached the hall that led up to catacombs quite fast. It seems that I memorized the route after all. We struggled to get up, scrambled over the rock, almost blind. Okay, where are we going now? I asked Alicia, getting her breath back. What do you mean? We're going to get the room with the bunker and cabinet. Which way was that? I opened my mouth to reply, but sadly realized that I had not the slightest idea. The hall looked the same from all sides, just like the wall, the floor, and the ceiling. We had no single hint into the right direction. Well, don't you know? Alicia asked sadly and sat on the ground. No? I replied quickly, bought a torch and Razai, and sat next to her. Are we going to die here? She rested her head on my shoulder. Alicia's voice sounded flat. One might even say calm, but I could feel that her body was trembling, either with cold or with fear, or with both combined. Don't be silly. Sure, things are getting worse, but they're still pretty far from we are going to die. There come at risk in the morning. Olga will call the police, so I would love to believe that myself, but Olga is so disappointing as a camp leader. I don't think she will call the police. Oh, they die alone. Oh. Yeah. I lost track of time sitting here. I was afraid to go forward or backward. I was afraid to make a choice, as our torch definitely wouldn't last both ways, wandering in total. Darkness without any source of light was definitely worse than waiting for the rescue here. This way, at last, we would have some light left for emergency. Suddenly, rumbling started at a distance. Well, here the emergency. That was definitely the clank of a door, boiled mixed in rumbling. Get up. Harsh pulled Alicia on her feet and it is torch with shaking hand. What is that? She asked intensely. I don't know, but it seemed like someone. We have to run. To be honest, I wasn't sure that was a good idea. What if the magistrate is here? And in fact, that's the last of all the evil can imagine. But we had no choice left. The stone circled beneath our feet. Debris tried not to fall down, holding my hand with the torch out of front of dragging Alicia with the others. She ran along in silence, breathing heavily. I really wanted to look back at her, but didn't have the strength or time. Finally, the outline of the open door appeared before us, and I leaped into the bomb shelter, readying myself to fight what's there. But the room was empty. I swept my eye across the room, trying hard to spot a hidden monster, Shrek, or any other evil entity, but it was all exactly the same as it was the first time we have been here, except for the door. The second door. It was open. Somebody has passed through here. I spoke out, trembling. Who? Don't know. Maybe it was Shrek. But how did he manage to open it? Who the hell cared? Come on. There was another corridor behind this door, and it was scanning slowly. So, we are getting close to the surface. I was right. After several hundred feet, a ladder leads to a small hatch in the ceiling. I didn't much effort to open it. What's up there? Who cares? It's better than staying down here anyway. Oh. This is very backward. It is different than the last 3 times we did it. I climbed the ladder and found myself surrounded by gloom. However, the gloom was definitely lighter than the darkness of the catacomb as my eyes got more used to it. The outline of the wall, the ladder, and the door leads to the outside were immersed in the pale moonlight. I heard Alisa to climb up, and we literally sped out the building. Whew, this was terrifying. No, this story was terrifying. The exit from the catacomb was erected in some sort of ruined building that resembled either of nursery or country school. This must be the old camp. Elsa sat on one of the swing and wiped the sweat from her forehead with the back of her hand. I see, so we found it after all. I smiled involuntarily. What are you laughing at? She forward and both of us smiled. But shortly she returned to her usual self. So it's not so scary here anymore. I wasn't scared there either. Oh, come on. That's right, I wasn't. Whatever. I was angry. I really felt hurt because of Alicia. If not for me, she would have still been down there in that damn mine. Where are you going? She asked this self-assured voice. As I turned around and walked slowly toward the camp. Back to the camp? Back to the camp? Hey! Alicia jumped up right away and started to walk next to me. For a moment I wanted to say something nasty, but I wasn't ready to start the next argument. We found the path we had taken before, surprising fast, even the 2 holes we fell into. It was only about 200 meters from the old camp. I stopped at the square and turned to Alicia. Well? She looked uncertain, even confused. Then, sure, deep inside I wanted to yell at her, to scold her, even to insult her. On the other hand, I wanted to have a meaningful conversation. In the end, I just kept silence, turned around, and slowly headed toward the leader cabin. But something briskly disturbed quite the night. I listened to and realized that I was snoring. Of a Shrek, who was sleeping peacefully on the bench. Hey, I called Alicia, who hasn't walked out far away. Get up, you! Shrek slowly came to his senses and stared at it blankly. Oh, is it morning already? Morning? Yeah, sure! Something one act first, think later. Of course, it's all starts in the brain, then the cards come and through the natural life therapy treatment the coming of the body. But sometimes the subsequences just work faster than the coincidence. Okay, that's exactly why my fist swung and smashed Shrek in the gut. And it was only then that I realized what I'd done. He hung, trying to catch his breath, the worm bit in the bunch. What in the hell was all that about? I already felt bad about it. I should have treated him so rough. What are you talking about? Shrek looked at me and shook. In the mine! What mine? He turned his head, completely confused. And why I am here? And why are you here? Stop fooling around! Alicia broke into the conversation. You nearly killed me there, and now you get it to pretend like nothing happened. What happened? You really don't remember, aren't you? Not a thing. Oh, so what the last thing you remember? Shrek tried to con. Well, I was on my way to the old camp the morning. I know I could find something hardware in the robot there, so... that's all. I don't recall anything since then. Then I just woke up here. I let out the heavy sigh as I turned away. Well, go ahead, sweet dreams. Hey, where are you? I ignored Alicia and stumbled away in Olga's cabin. She stayed arguing with the Shrek. I hope she killed him. I sat in the deck chair and looked up at the stars. That night, they seemed to be brighter than usual. Perhaps they seemed to so because not so long ago my only source of light was dim flashlight and then the torch. The stars are brighter than flashlight and obviously a torch. Most of the stars, I guess, are even brighter than the sun, but they so far away. So, why have you come? I asked without even turning my head. Alicia's footstep could be heard well advanced in the silence of the night. Well, What did Shrek say? He said that he doesn't remember anything, that it is unscientific tea and nonsense like that. I think he really doesn't remember because of the shock and stress. Who am I to say? I was in the same boat not too long ago. When? I am still in it though. Do I have amnesia? Well, then why did you come here? Then again, I guess I know the answer. That's exactly why I hadn't gone to the sleep but waited for her here. Well, I sat down next to me. Kind of I wanted to thank you. After all, down there you know. No problem, I said gently and nodded back. Well, alright then. She got up and we was going to go. If you think that I am angry with you, I'm not. Everything is okay. I didn't actually think that. Alicia got worked up. Fine then. Okay. Yeah. Just go already. I said kinda and waved my hand. I'll go when I want to. So now you don't want to? I want to. Well, something prevent you from going? Moron. Alisa stamped her foot and quickly walked away from the ladder camp. I took a deep breath and stood up. My head was terribly tense from fatigue. Well, at last Olga is sleeping already and I won't have to explain everything. However, it wasn't that easy. Why are you angry? You're the one who sent us there. The camp leader was standing in the middle of the room and was obviously preparing for lengthy conversation, or rather for debriefing. Would you care to explain what the matter? In fact, you didn't mind when we were going to search for Shrek. And what, have you found him? It looked like she was more concerned about me coming back late than the fact that we lost a binary. Yes, we found him. By the way, why are you standing here in the darkness? What? I said, why in the darkness? Because it's time to sleep. I couldn't agree with her more, though I was slightly surprised by such a abrupt mood swing. I just barely stamped in my bed and collapsed though without understanding. What, Alicia? Alicia. I just didn't know what I should think of her. It wasn't because she's been acting strange recently. no one in the country. All of her behavior was quite constant or understandable. Even her returning to thank me. I thought of Alicia much more than anything else that I had happened tonight. I thought if you get down to it, there was nothing supernatural about it. Uncomfortable, sure. Frightening, even spine chilling, sure. Something related to my arrival here, hardly. This talk put me to sleep. Day 5. Okay, this is, I think, the end of this episode. See you next time with more Everlasting Summer.